Hey guys, welcome to my third video. I just want to say there's been quite a few people in my life who have reached out to me and have just encouraged me to keep going, and also have been like, I watched your video and it really just means so much to me that I even have people in my life who support me like that. I can't explain it. I struggle with a lot of things, mental health wise, about myself. So to know that like I genuinely have people who are like, oh my God, I watched it. You have such like a presence. Like it just looks like it comes natural to you. I can't thank you enough. Seriously. I'm blessed with the people in my life, and I've always said that. And now I'm really feeling it too. I had a whole list of things I want to talk about today. I am going to trash it because something happened to me this morning and I'd like to share it with you guys. And it's a very hard message for me to share because I post a lot on social media, but I don't let people know what's going on in my life. Like I keep people close, but not so close that they know like how I'm feeling about things, other than like my close friends. So I wanted to talk about it because, like I said, mental health is very important to me, and we're not always going to have great days, right? Like this is a process. It's not a diet. This is a lifestyle change for me. It's not always going to be butterflies and rainbows, and today it was not. And I'm going to talk a little bit about it. So this morning I got up. I'm down 2 pounds this week. That water that I told you guys I was going to be drinking this week, I've been on top of 64 ounces every single day. Eventually I'm going to work up to a gallon, but I'm going to start with the 65 and I'm 64 and I'm going to keep going. Some days I've gone to like 80. And I'm trying to keep it between that range. I'm not trying to go too crazy just yet, because I want to be able to build up to it. I need something for when I get close to plateauing to push me to keep going, and something to increase. And I'm gonna let water be that thing for me, because it's hard enough for me to get the 64 down, to be honest. I'm terrible at hydrating. I said that last week, but that's neither here or there. So I felt really good this morning. I got up, I did my hair, I did my makeup, I put on a really cute outfit, like really cute, with some cute shoes. And I went to brunch with my ladies to celebrate my beautiful friend. And I knew that there were going to be like mimosas involved. And I was like, oh my God, I really shouldn't have mimosas. There's so much sugar. And then I knew there was going to be a donut cake. And I'm like, well, I definitely can't have a mimosa and a donut cake. And it was going to be brunch, right? So I knew that we were going to be like eating. So I pre-planned what I was going to eat. I went there and I was like, I'm not having any mimosas. Like I knew it. I was like, no mimosas, no donut cake. Well, we never celebrated my 10 pound, and I will skip my 20 pound because I decided to have mimosas this morning, but I only had 2. It's bottomless at Federal Tap House and Kitchen, and I probably only had 1.5 because as you're drinking it, they're filling it. So I had done like half a glass and then they filled it, another half and they filled it, and I didn't touch it. So I probably only had like 1 to 1.5 mimosas. So my friend was like, Felicia, like you're gonna be fine. Like you have, like, this is a celebration for one. As Corinne Crabtree says, normal people eat cake, okay? But then you got to be on top of your game for the rest of the day, which I will be. I'm not worried about it. And I had a very like small piece. But anyway, I was feeling really insecure about that because I've been on top of my game. Like I eat under my calories. Yesterday I went 100 calories over. 100 calories is not that big of a deal, understand? But that's the first time I went over in a long time. And I didn't want to fall back into this routine of like, well, I did bad yesterday. And I'm not going to. I already planned out the rest of the day, and most of the week I'll be meal prepping, so that's good. But I was feeling insecure about it still because I knew it was calories I was eating. So I leave, I go to walk to my car, and this guy makes a comment about my size and how I am overly developed. And it's something that like kind of like took me aback, because I was like, was he talking about me? Like I actually look good today. I actually feel good today. And right away I started ripping myself apart, because that's the normal, right? Like, rip yourself apart when someone says something about you. So right away I could feel my eyes watering. I'm gonna cry again. And I was like, I can't believe like someone would say that about me. Like, do they even understand how hard I've been working? Like, how hard it's been to like change my entire life and only make sure that I'm eating what I'm supposed to and working out every day. Like, that's difficult. That's not easy. And I'm sticking to it because it's important. Like, does he even realize? And then it hit me that like, of course he doesn't. He doesn't know me. He doesn't know me. He doesn't even know my name. Like, he knows nothing about me. He doesn't even know what kind of car I drive, because I was walking by him. All he knows is I was a plus size girl walking by. And that's not a conclusion that I would have just come to before. It's something that would have taken me a really long time to get over. But today, no, just so happened 2 days ago, on my way home Friday from work, I was listening to Corinne Crabtree again. And she had mentioned that the episode I was listening to talked about holding yourself accountable and not taking what people say personally. Now, I am someone who takes everything someone says personally, because to me, I feel like they're attacking me. It's said about me, they're attacking me. I'm that person that, like, in a room full of people, I think everyone's talking about me. Like, I'm literally that important. Like, please, Felicia, sit down. And she talks about this one lady who, in her tribe, that she was getting rid of her old clothes, and her husband goes, "What are you getting rid of those for? What are you gonna do when you put all the weight back on?" And I remember hearing that, and I was like, if my husband ever had the audacity to say something like that to me. And Corinne elaborated. She goes, "Guys, you girls are gonna hate me, but here's the thing. Like, that's him. He can say what he wants, right? Like, he can say and feel exactly how he wants. It is how you respond that controls the rest of it." So she's like, what I would have told my husband is, you don't know me then. Because it's about that internal confidence, which is something I think all of us want, right? Like, I know I'm searching for that. I know I feel confident today. And that guy, like, really threw me for a loop, right? Like, at first, I'm not gonna lie, like I said, like, tears in my eyes, I'm angry, I'm walking back to my car, and then I just reflected back to what she had said, and I was like, he does not know anything about me. And even if he did, he's probably one of those people who don't care. And you know whose problem that's not? Mine. It's not my problem. I was mad because he took the most vulnerable insecurity I have and put it out there in the world, and everybody heard it. Nobody was listening. It just kind of like blows my mind that when you change your perspective, everything else can change too. And it was interesting to me because before I drove away, first thing I did was I opened my Snapchat, and I'm getting ready, and I'm like telling my three of my best friends, I'm messaging them, and I sent them a video, and I was like, this guy called me fat, and that I said I was overly developed, and now I'm gonna go home and sit and cry for the rest of the day. I sent it to them, and instead I got in my car and I put on some Lizzo, and I worked it all the way home. Because that's how I'm choosing to respond to one negative comment. Because that one negative comment has nothing on all the things I've said about myself. And I don't speak those things to myself anymore. I don't let myself say things like, you're not progressing. This morning, I had a one-off because I was like, if I do this and this, I'm not going to succeed at the end of the week. And then I was like, one meal is not going to derail my progress for the week. I'm going to up my water a little more than usual. I'm going to cut back on some things that I probably would have eaten this week and not eat them at all. And it's okay. So yeah, change your perspective of how you see yourself. Talk wonderful things about yourself. Remind yourself how important you are. And Tell yourself you're beautiful every day. If that's something you need to hear about yourself, you feed it into you. Don't rely on anybody else to feed it into them because they're their own person. So feed it into yourself. The things, the happiness, like just like they say, like you need to fall in love with yourself before you can love someone else. Pour into your own cup. Give yourself the things you need. So at the end of the day, you, regardless of what anybody says to you, you're not shakeable. Someone could be like, you're ugly. And I'm like, your man don't think so. Just kidding. Don't say that. That's rude. But you could say, okay, I actually think I'm cute, but okay. Feed it into yourself. Speak it into existence because you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And that's what it comes down to. So that's what I learned today. Next week, I'll probably get into a lot of the workouts I've been doing and how they make me feel. This week, I hurt my back pretty badly. So I haven't done my hula hoop, but I still lost 2 pounds. Like, you just find ways to adjust, right? So that's all I have for you guys today. Like I said, next week I'll talk about exercising and update you on my water, because so far water's going good. My skin feels good. My body feels good. And that's the overall goal, right? So love yourself. Speak it into existence. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, my beautiful bitches.